Welcome back to today's morning report on Friday the 29th of April with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Antec Markets. Let's look at Eurodollar now. We've seen four completed candles in a row of bull move, where you've seen the improvement in the outlook, and now we've pushed above that reaction high at 13.95. So that would suggest that we're now sort of breaking that sequence of lower highs and turning round again. The RSI also confirms that move, although what we have seen is a move above that and actually dipped back below it. 14.13 is the high at the moment. Just come under a little bit of corrective pressure actually, just looking across the Forex majors at the moment. We're just seeing the dollar just unwinding some of the earlier weakness that it had. As to whether this is the start of a bit of a recovery for the dollar, just too early to say, I think. But at the moment, we've still got decent momentum on a turnaround on the momentum indicators, with the stochastics and RSI and MACD lines just sort of showing signs of strength again. But again, if you sort of close back below 13.95, is that a bit of a disappointment perhaps for the bulls? Perhaps it would be. You've got a fairly look at that consistent move higher, and also the breakout above 13.30, which was that old floor, which became a bit of a pivot level, sort of capped a bit of the upside, and then sort of capped yesterday's low, or a bit of an intraday low yesterday as well. So that becomes your initial line of support. But you'd still certainly argue that the momentum indicators are strong with this move. The RSI remains consistently above 40, the MACD line's consistently above neutral. It's just turned a bit lower really, and it'll be interesting to see where the support forms now. If you see a new low between sort of 13.30 and I think, or that breakout at 13.60, that resistance at 13.6, old resistance, new support at 13.60, so 30 ticks there of support band. If you see a new higher low there, I think that's probably going to be a little buying opportunity near term, because it looks on the daily chart as though we're sort of building possibly towards a test of the highs again. But you need to see, I think, the RSI holding above 60, and it's just dipped back below 60. And I'm sort of on the sitting a little bit on the fence. I mean, I was beginning to turn a little bit more positive during the morning report, but again, the intraday move from the European session has just sort of curbed that bullish outlook slightly. But I think you need to see a close above 13.95 to reopen the highs again. And just for now, we've just dipped back below that level, so you're just still being a little bit more cautious perhaps with this move. It'll be interesting to see where we close today, as to whether the bulls are in control or not. So it's still a very interesting chart, the euro dollar, despite the fact that we've seen a little bit of quiet trading in the last sort of day maybe. But certainly I think that euro dollar is on this sort of continued run higher, but exactly where it closes today could determine whether we start to see a corrective move or not. But on the intraday chart, you'd certainly still say that we're still positive. Above 13.30, I think you're still positive on this intraday chart. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.